everybody, in case that was because we had to end the other live because we had a troll or a possible hacker. We have administrative access, so no one has access to my YouTube channel. Okay. So what access he just got is the access that you can't really do anything but just run lives. Okay. So if anybody accounts get hacked, nothing happens. All right. So listen. Yeah, we got to try to pre-screen these people. Jasmine, we got to play around with StreamYard a little bit or either use a different software so we can pre-screen. Okay. Shout out to the official King Pain. I see you, baby, in the chat. Man, y'all better get over the official King Pain channel. He got a whole surviving Larry Reed on his channel. I could man, he had it's so messy. I was watching an interview that the official King Pain did real quick while y'all coming back in here. With some soccer player, some international soccer player that is married to a woman. I think has a baby with a woman that Larry Reed was tricking off of. And so this is the messy part that you're going to get when you get up over there. Is that Larry Reed, and let's just say allegedly, had his chef, who's his cousin, marry his international soccer player so that he could stay in the country for papers. Not only that, the chef, who is LGBTQ, she's lesbian. Her husband, who's the cake baker to Larry Reed, married them. And they all live together. It's real demonic. It's some real rituals. So y'all make sure y'all get over to Official King Pay and get that there wine. Now we're gonna go ahead and start off with the people that were waiting. We see y'all coming in. Remember, hit the link. This is happy hour in case you're getting in and you didn't see the first show. We privated the first show. We're gonna make it available in a few hours once that image processes out of it. We had a troll come on and expose whatever. And so yeah, we're gonna get that image taken out. And then we'll let it go. And this is part 2. Okay. So we're going to pick back up where we were. Remember, guys, we want to call in. The link is in the chat. Don't forget, get your tickets. All right. We're going on tour. Tasha K on stage. We're bringing a tour to y'all. We're starting out with Naples, Florida, Atlanta, Baltimore, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Tulsa, San Francisco. Who else? Raleigh, Tampa, Orlando. All right, if you don't see your city, it's because I'm not approved yet to come into the city. I'm getting approval to come in. All right, so make sure y'all get y'all $20 tickets to the shows when we pull up in your city on TashaKLive.com. The first 3 cities are Naples, Florida, which is Southwest Florida. All right, Fort Myers, Tampa, y'all come on out. We're also doing Atlanta, Georgia, and then Baltimore are the first 3 cities. So make sure y'all get them. We also got Virginia Beach and a lot more. All right. TashaKOnStage.com. All right. So go ahead. Let's get back to it. And remember, write in if you want your question. Spiritual Warrior. Spiritual Warrior, you need to hit the link again. Okay. I see you. I see you, Spiritual Warrior. So hit the link again because it came out. All right. And remember, the link is in the chat. Y'all can go ahead and get back in if you were waiting. And we'll make sure we get to y'all real fast. All right. So lovely Pisces, where you calling from?
Hey, hey, hey. I am calling from Chicago.
Shout out to Chi-Town. You coming to the Indianapolis, Indiana show?
I am not, but I already been to the one in Miami. You don't make
Oh,
that
but
face,
we're
girl.
doing
You,
different shows.
I know, but you remember the last one that you had in Miami?
Yes.
Yes, I was there.
Shout out.
And I
Okay.
went to the brunch. Show did, girl. Show
Okay. So she
did.
said, I ain't traveling no more, but I'm tired.
Yeah, my back and things like that ain't what they used to
Oh,
be,
I'm
you know.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay.
No, it's all good. I'm just messing with you.
It's
But
okay.
yeah, I
Okay. So
needed
cool.
your advice.
Yes. What's your question?
Okay, so my question is, how do I deal with um a married woman with children needing space? So, backstory. I have a very long time friend. We've been friends for about 16, 17 years. And I travel a lot. So I live overseas But when I
Okay.
come back to the United States, I stay with my friends who own places. I'll rent like a room or something from my friends. So currently, I'm renting a apartment from a friend of mine, and she's married. Her husband does a lot of traveling, and she has two little kids. And so, as of recently, she's been working my nerves in a sense where she's been smothering me, just for lack of better words. Now, granted, she's been my friend for about 16, 17 years now, but I don't really know how to tell her, you getting on my goddamn nerves. Now, I'm from the Midwest and she's from the South, and I understand like people from the South, they talk a lot, and she just be talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And no offense, but just people from the South, because from my understanding, they say, us people from up north, we keep to ourselves. Like, we got neighbors, we don't really know who our neighbors are. We don't really speak to our neighbors. But people down the South, you go outside, hey y'all, how you doing? I seen a little baby, down the street. They was just talking the other day, and I told them, girl, don't you be doing stuff like that. So I understand like there's a difference between the north and the south. And she told me, you're mean, and it's not that I'm mean. It's just I don't got all day to be talking and running my mouth. We go to the store. She didn't had this lady didn't tell her whole full life story. The lady done lost her daughter. She done started a new business. Got her. I listen. Give me the keys. I'm about to go to the car. Let me know when you do. She's like, no, 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 because this is a part of the story. You ain't here, girl. You told me the story, so now we in the store bet. I bet money you done told me this story, and she like, I didn't tell you this, so I done told her. She told me. And long story short, she just talked a lot. She just talked. So I work. I work from home. I do a lot of traveling, and don't be making that face. But I work from home, and she calls me like 7, 8 times a day. Now let me tell you my perspective and my personality. So I'm a
Okay.
very to myself person. I'm a Pisces. I'm very introverted. I enjoy my company. I enjoy being by myself. When I get done with work, and I'm a workaholic too. I work a lot. But when I get done with work, I just want to chill, and I don't mind spending time with her because I know she likes to talk and stuff like that. But for the most part, I like to keep to myself. Now, I'm single. I don't have any kids. Like I say, I travel a lot. Now, I assume that a woman that's married and has kids, she's occupied, especially with your husband being on the road. When he come back, if it was me, I try to put myself in her shoes. If it was me, my husband on the road, and he come back, we gonna be okay. You know what I mean? We gonna be getting it in. I'm not thinking about my friends. Especially with my husband being on the road. Then I got two little kids. We gonna do little events and stuff like that. That's what I assume how it is to be married. I don't know, but nevertheless, um, I don't really know how to tell her you're smothering me or I need space, because she does take offense to stuff. And I know she a little on the sensitive side. And I do tell her, you just talk too damn much. Girl, hush. She get the talking and talking. And I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? She be like, hold on, dog. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Girl, hurry up. I'll give you an example. She called me 8 times last week, Monday. First she called, she was like, did you order some Instacart? I'm like, nigga, no. She was like, well, it's a car outside. I don't know who car this is. Nigga, I don't know what to tell you. I gotta go. She's like, you sure you ordered no Instacart? Girl, bye. Call me again about 2 hours later. You want to sign up for some insurance? I said, what are you talking about? You want? I mean, it's free, girl. If you don't leave me alone, so it's stuff like that. And like I said, I just assume a woman with kids and with a whole husband, they busy. They
Okay.
busy. So as a woman with kids and a husband, what advice can you give to a woman who don't got no kids, no husband, and they friend with the kids and the husband is just smothering them, smothering every day calling me, every day texting me, and I love her, I love her, I love her. She like a little sister. Let me just put that out there because I don't want nobody thinking like I hate her. Nothing. I don't. I love her. She funny as hell. I love kicking it with her. It's good time, but I just really like to be by myself. So what do I do? Tell me,
I
girl.
don't, I
Tell
don't
me.
I don't believe anything that you just said to me.
Why you say that?
Cause you ain't even let me get a word in.
My bad. It's just a lot, and I don't talk to nobody. I don't.
Here's
I
the
don't. I
here's
don't
the
talk to.
thing.
I don't tell
Here's
nobody
the
nothing. Go
thing.
ahead.
Energy matches energy. And I feel
Yeah.
that over 17 years, y'all have built this close bond to where you could call each other 14 times a day and give each other updates. The problem is like you're just now focused on work and you don't have that much time to allocate towards what you would deem now as meaningless conversations.
I wouldn't say. Yeah, you're right. Just get straight to the point. I ain't gonna argue
I
with the
mean,
truth now.
I'm not trying to be funny, but like us Pisces, like you a March or February Pisces.
March 18th.
Okay, so on March 10th. Let me tell you something, and this is and my husband laughs all the time. I'm the type of person I'll tell you, yeah, you can move in. Absolutely. I open my house to everybody, but 3 days later, all right, where you leaving?
Yeah,
That's
that's how
how
I
I
am.
am. It's
Yeah.
good when you think about it, and it's like we want to open our hearts and our minds to people, but then we get real crowded real easy when we can't hear
Mm.
our own thoughts.
Yes.
And we
And
just
she
can't
talking
be
something
left
more I think
alone to
that.
daydream. And we can't be left alone to daydream. That's really what it
Yeah.
is. I just want to be in my own space and daydream like Einstein
Hmm.
all day. And I don't want to hear your problems. But then you feel some sort of like, how can I put it? Like, you feel like you owe it to her, like you're doing her
Hmm.
wrong if you're not answering, her
Hmm.
calls and things. And so it makes you feel bad. And so now you just trying to kill the whole goddamn relationship instead of just setting some boundaries. That's it.
Well, I feel like me setting the boundaries is me kind of going cold turkey. Like she call now and pick up. Because you're not
No,
gonna
that's
keep
that's
calling
burning
me.
the whole house down. No, ma'am, because you need your
Really?
friend.
I
She's
Yeah, I
not a
love her
bad
and I need it.
friend.
No, she's not. She's not. She's
Right,
great. She's awesome. I love her, but
right.
it's just too much. And taking in consideration that sensitivity part, because as us as Pisces, we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not trying to hurt her feelings, so I really don't. I'm
Shit,
like, if
I
I go
hurt
to her, be
people
like, you,
feelings all day. What the fuck you talking
I
about? Like,
know, I know, I do. If I really don't like you, but if I like you, then I ain't really trying to. Cause we're very blunt, so
yeah.
it's like I'm gonna tell you like the IT is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat none. But if I feel like my words, even if you take them wrong, or if I feel like they may be hurtful, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna kind of just step to the back, disappear, and hopefully people catch on. Like
No, and
read the
people
room
can't
type of
read your
situation.
mind. And
I
people can't
know.
read your mind, and it's not fair to expect her to read your mind. It's not fair to expect her to I don't know, to evolve when you evolve. It's not fair at all. So,
Yeah.
and you're saying, why is she calling you with kids? She should have more
Well, no,
time
no, no.
for some
No,
kids.
no, not like that. Not calling me. The only reason why I brought up the whole kids part is because when we first started our friendships, of course, both of us didn't have kids, and I
Right.
felt like now is, like I said, it's just in my mind how I picture women that are married with children. I picture them like just being busy. Like you got your whole husband, you cooking, you cleaning, you doing this, you doing that.
I mean, but
So
it
you should
depends.
forget
How old
about
are
me.
her kids?
Oh, they're toddlers. They're babies.
Yeah, so she got sweetie. Listen, when you got toddlers, you get tired of talking baby talk all day. So she's calling
Yeah.
you. That's her adult time. But it's okay for you to set boundaries and say, "Hey, I'm working during the week. Can I hit you on the weekend?" That's all you got to do. You train her. She'll get it. And if
But
y'all
she
have
be,
been
yeah.
if y'all have been friends that long, she'll understand it. I got a friend now. People would call us a bad friend. She been trying, hey Tasha, I'm trying to get to Atlanta for your birthday trip, because I'm doing a show in Atlanta. We got the tickets on sale. She called me 2 weeks ago. I said, yeah, I'm gonna hit you right back. Girl, I just called that lady back yesterday.
I'll be doing the same
You know
thing.
what I'm saying? Like, and I love her to death, but I have true friends that understand me as a person. They understand my lifestyle. So they don't give me shit. They be like, Tasha just busy. She gonna get right back. And they don't bother me. You just got to let her know, look, I'm busy. And I tell my friends all the time, the reason I moved back home to Florida was because they did too many activities. And when I didn't show up for the activities, it was an issue. Oh, you think you better? You got the, you
Hmm.
busy now, you famous, all this other. And I'm like, all right, this is what I'm about to do. Ain't no, it's a birthday every weekend. I don't even celebrate my kids' birthdays like that. So why am I at a birthday dinner every weekend? And ironically, I'm the only one that's got a card to pay. You understand? Like,
Hmm.
I'm just telling you how it was. So, like, for me, instead of killing the friendships, I just separated myself, got back to what made me great. Okay. And then now I see them and I get to fly in when I want because it ain't like I'm around the corner no more. That's
Hmm.
how I went about it because I had way too many friends that I've been friends with for 20 years. And it's everybody got a birthday. I'm buying birthday gifts, Christmas. It's just too much. And it's not even my personality to even give. I don't have to
Hmm.
give to my kids. I don't give to my husband. So why do I have to give to you? You know what I'm saying? And they watching the show. Hey, hoes, listen, I'm just saying, like, you just got to set your boundaries and they will change. They ain't got no choice but to accept it. And if they don't, shit, the hell with them.
Yeah.
You know,
But what would you
so
say though? How would you like?
hey, you
This
ain't
a
even
nice
got to
way to
have.
say
See,
it.
that's the problem. Us Pisces be thinking we need to have a whole conversation, breakdown of the situation. And I learned the hard way. You don't even need to do all that. Hey, I'm busy. I hit you on the weekend. My mama still calls me 4, 5 times a day. She only hears from me on Sunday. So if she want to call, she know. She don't get oh, you ain't got time for me. She know I'm working. So
Yeah,
just you working, you busy. I don't want to talk. Okay. She'll find somebody else to get that energy to. That's it.
real talk.
But you're
That's
really
real.
describing yourself because you trained it that way. So that's your fault.
It is my fault. But
Hmm.
I but she called me mean and be like, you antisocial. If you know this, then why do you keep calling me?
Because you're not antisocial.
When I wanna be.
Yeah, exactly. When you want to be, but you can't expect her to
Yeah.
read your mind.
You right. You right.
That's not fair.
You right.
And that's being a bad
I'ma
friend.
talk to her.
All right, talk
You
to her.
right. Don't make me feel more guiltier than what I feel because I
You
literally
already
don't
you
even be
should
noticing.
because you gotta learn how to just hold on. I'm busy. Hey, same thing you tell your mama. I'm busy. I can't talk. Hey, it's too
Yeah.
many. Don't call me the rest of the day. Silence her calls. You got an iPhone? You can silence her calls.
I got an Android, but you know how your iPhones users
You
be.
can
Oh my
silence her
God, you got an
too.
Android.
You can
Yeah,
have them where they go straight to voicemail. She'll be, oh, she
that's
busy.
what I do.
She'll call somebody else. Okay. But she's having toddlers. She's tired all day. She probably can't work. And so you are her outlet to be an adult. That's all that is.
Yeah.
But
Oh
she'll find
damn, you made
another
me
mom
feel
to do that
guilty.
with. Okay. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, lovely Pisces.
Oh, and definitely shout out to your husband Sheck on the recommendation for that Jamaican restaurant when I was at the brunch. I was like, I'm hungry.
Oh,
I want something to eat. He was like,
you went to Dunkaroos?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yep.
Yeah,
I
yeah. A
went
lot
over
of
there.
the
Oh, they
winos
food was
was
so
there after
good.
the yeah, a lot of the winos was there after the party. So it was funny because we
Hmm.
left the day party and then we showed up at
I seen
Dunkaroos
y'all up there.
right
Yeah.
after.
Well, I didn't see you, but I seen a few of your crew. I see. Oh, shout out to Jasmine too. Shout
She
out to
listening.
Jasmine.
She listening.
Yeah,
She'll hit you backstage.
they was on her. They was on her. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
the advice and everything. Have a
Pisces.
good day. All
Love
right. Bye
you
bye.
too. All right. So I love her, but she be talking too. That's why her friends spoiled because I was telling me, and see that's the thing of a Pisces. We talk your motherfucking head off, but if you return that talking, we like we tired. We're tired. We only want to hear our voice. Okay, P Mac, how you doing? Where's no. Spiritual warfare. P Mac, hold right there. Okay, spiritual warfare. How you doing?
How you doing, Tasha?
I'm good. You ain't got no inappropriate pictures in there.
No, baby. That's why I put some clothes on. I ain't trying to cover up.
Where you calling from?
Lakeland, Florida.
Okay, shout out to
Floridian,
Lakeland.
yeah.
You gonna be coming to the Tampa show or the Orlando show?
I'm gonna try to make it, baby. I've been watching you since you started, so
Okay,
baby,
now
I'm a real fan.
them tickets ain't but $20. Go to TashaKOnStage.com. Get your ass on down there. Bring a
Dude, hey,
friend.
baby, the next $20 I get, I promise you, I'm gonna put it towards you.
Okay, baby. What's your question?
So I've been having like a real issue.
What's wrong?
I was trying to contact you about it. It's just been a lot of troubles. You actually spoke on it earlier with about the 15-year thing and how, you've been going through certain things with people and now my whole life is like basically come to a like it's cutoff season. So everything that I've been going through, like literally, like now I don't have any more friends. Like I'm by myself. I got jumped by my cousin. They robbed me, beat me, and tased me. It's just a whole lot of and I'm trying to figure it out for myself. Like I don't figured it out, but like at the same point, I'm like at the point where I'm just like, is it me or is it them? Because a lot of people try to make it seem like it's me, but I really don't think it is because I'm gonna lie, I have like PTSD and stuff from a lot of childhood trauma and stuff. So I'm really trying to work through it, but at the same time, it's like it's very hurtful. So I know I'm rambling on, but
You're not rambling. I actually want you to dive in a little more. So when you say, first of all, you should have hit them crackers on your cousins. You ain't lock them up.
I really wanted to beat the the living break
No,
on daylight
no, no,
on
no.
them.
You should have just Lakeland,
Well,
Florida
I asked
loves.
the police and I talked to them, and they told me get a slocket or charge it to the game. And I was like, what? And I'm in Sheriff Grady Judd territory, so you kind of know how that is.
I know how Brady is. He need more black people working them pig farms
Child.
and stuff down
And
there.
even the black people, they own the bull too.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, what do you mean PTSD?
Complex PTSD. I have a lot of childhood trauma from my family members. My mother, she's a narcissist. It's very like okay, I'll say it like this. My mother told me at 14 years old she wished I was never born. I mean, no, she wished she never had me. And then my father told me on Facebook at 17 that the only reason I was born because the condom broke. So, and then from then on and then on, I just had a lot of. I'm a Navy baby too. I'm a Navy brat. So from then on, I just had a lot of perfection issues, if you know what I mean. Always wanting you to be perfect and get everything right, but they're not perfect.
So
So
you've
they
had perfection issues. You want people to get everything right.
no, it was placed upon me by my mother. I was the
Okay.
man of the house. I was doing all the cooking and cleaning and everything, and it just like posted along in my life. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right. So I guess what's the question?
The question is, I'm trying to figure out because a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are telling me that I'm the one that's crazy, and I'm trying to make sure. I know I'm not crazy, but it's hurtful when you're talking to a lot of people. So I'm just
And they're
trying to
telling
get
you,
different perspectives. That's
and they
what the
telling you
question
the
is.
same thing. Give me some examples of why they are saying that you're crazy.
Because my mother is very manipulative and she tells everybody that I'm this person that I'm not, saying that I'm nasty, that I'm mean, and I use people when other people come to her and tell her, William, you're so nice, you're kind. You come to my house and you clean. I don't know why your mother says this, but then my mother, doubles back and reinforces it. Even made my sisters not even want to be around me. My whole family disowned me, even though they disown me because I'm gay, but they disown me just for what she said. So this is like a colliding issue. I've just been having that problem with people where they just continually just put my name in issues what that doesn't have nothing to do with me.
How old are you?
I'm 30 now.
Okay. All right. So you're not a child anymore.
No, yes, I left out the house where I was kicked out the house at 17.
Okay. And so you've been living on your own since.
Yes.
Okay. And do you live in the same town as your mother?
Yes, I'm still living in well, yeah, we live in Lakeland, but
Okay.
I'm apart from her, but she's not too far.
Okay. But obviously you're still very close to these family members that rob you, that say that you're the
Um
problem.
yes, I seen them probably about like a week ago.
Okay. So why haven't you decided to separate yourself from your family? If your
Well,
family
I,
is
I
this
have
way,
separated myself from them. I mean, I basically didn't have no choice. God made the choice for me. So
okay. But you're still close to them though. Like you're
I'm close to them just by in distance, not in heart and spirit.
but you're in the same town and you run in the same circles.
Yeah, basically, my family's well known in Polk County, so I mean, I plan on leaving. I'm supposed to be going to Georgia soon, so
Okay. All right. Um, that would be my first thing is just kind of separate yourself from your family. If you feel like your family is not helping you to progress and is causing a lot of issues, causing you to be depressed, triggering events that have happened to you
yeah,
when you were a child and things. I think it's imperative that, especially if you're an adult now, that you're able to, to say, you know what, I'm not going to stay here in this town because Lakeland is not that big.
It really isn't.
It's a
Polk County is
relatively
very
small
small.
town, right? I'm
Everybody
familiar with
knows
Lakeland.
everybody.
I'm from Panama City, Florida. I think it would be wise at 30 because this is a very like this is kind of a make it or break it right now moment for you. When you're in your
Right.
30s, you're supposed to be figuring out who you are and focusing on that one thing to build it. So when you're 40s and 50s, you're working towards it, you're making your money. 60s, you're able, it's kind of like a thing. But if you got people that are causing you to focus on the past or it's triggering, you know, things, they're beating you up, you have to make you have to intentionally make a decision to
Right.
go and start your life somewhere else and not just starting over, but getting therapy as well.
Yes, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that because I'm literally just everything is new to me. Like I haven't had health insurance for a while since I've been gone from my mother, so I'm getting all of that established now. So
Yeah, so and do it in a different city. It doesn't have to be. Where you going, Atlanta?
I really don't want to be there, but
I mean, there are other
whatever.
cities. I wouldn't do no other city in Georgia. How are you supposed to progress and make money?
Right. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not trying to be funny, but Tosh K, I was actually supposed to because before influencers was a thing, I really was gonna do that. That's what my plan was way before YouTube blew up,
So
and
why
I
you
never
can't do it
did it.
now?
I can do it. I just been holding back. That's all.
Okay. So get somewhere where you're able to kind of focus on yourself. You're not around family that's beating you up and robbing you and tasing you and things and talking down on you and focus on building you. And
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of like not that I like it. I don't like anybody that has been abused or I guess is
I understand what you mean.
I what I like is that whenever you've been rejected,
Yes.
it could go both ways. You can
Uh-huh.
either eat it and say, you know what, I ain't shit. Or
Right.
you can use it as motivation to prove. And it starts
Mhm.
out with like proving to people, I
Right.
am somebody. But then it turns out to say, you know what, I've just unlocked what was always in me. And everything that I've gone through was for this reason. So everybody that beat me down, talk shit, did all this, kicked me, you know what I'm saying? This can be
Amen.
used as energy to put in so that you could kind of help other people that are in your situation.
And I ain't gonna lie, they put some fire up under my ass, baby. Cause I'm raring and ready to go. I'm just waiting
You got to
on
do
that
it.
right moment.
It's not no waiting. You either got to make it happen because it's not
Uh,
going to happen for you.
I know it's not.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. And mental look therapy is essential.
it definitely is. I'm working on it now. I'm already got it established. I'm waiting to get to my appointment in a couple of days.
Okay. All right. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to another question. I wish you nothing but the best. Please call me and give me an update whenever you've been able to kind of uproot yourself and start over and really get to know who you are.
Yes. I mean, I would like to. I was hitting you up on Facebook. I just didn't
Uh-huh.
know. If possible, you could just hit me up in the chat right here, or Jasmine can, because I
Okay.
really wanted to talk to you a little bit more, and I could dive into what all happened because it's kind of personal. So I didn't want to just put everything out.
I feel you. Okay. Go ahead and do that. And then we'll get in contact with you. Okay.
All right, love. You have a wonderful, blessed night.
All right. Thank you, spiritual warrior. All right. So remember, guys, you can call in. For some reason, we're getting a lot of people that's coming in and they're getting disconnected. Is it StreamYard? It is crazy. Okay, but we have questions that we have to read. Jasmine, you okay? You coughing a lot. You got that you got that C? You sure you ain't got that C, Jeff? Remember, guys, right after this show, we're going to release the Smiley interview on TashaKLive.com. If you don't know who she is, okay. If you do, great. I really didn't want to release it since Monday. Jasmine's sick. We'll give it to you because it's either that or we were going to trash it. But I'll let y'all enjoy yourselves, okay? So make sure you have that subscription if you want to see it. It is truly a bonus interview, okay? All right, TashakLive.com. I know, Angela, I saw you in there. It keeps knocking you out. I don't know. We're gonna switch here. I'm probably gonna end up going with Zoom or something like that because StreamYard is just having too many issues. I even think YouTube got their own now, if I'm not mistaken. Don't they, Jason? They have it. Because I was playing with it one time. I did one with Hassan Campbell. I gave him a link and he was able to get in and everything. Okay, cool. No, it's a bug, Tasha. The live was hacked. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Okay. All right. So listen. Remember, guys, the link is in the chat. You guys can call in. And I'm going to go ahead and read your questions. If you want your question read, feel free to email me on winewithtashak@gmail.com and it comes right to me. Okay. So, all righty. I see you, Chelsea Lewis. You got kicked out of the live, showing us private, not giving me access to it. Okay, you should be in the new live, Chelsea. Okay. Now, hold on. Okay. Hold on. All these celebrity gossip tips I gotta get through. It's like celebrity gossip. Boom, celebrity gossip. Okay. All righty. So, hold on. Okay. Please help. Hi, Tasha. I watch your show all the time, and I can't wait to see you in California for wine, gossip, and lots of fun. That's right. I love it. All right. Don't forget to get them tickets. TashaKOnStage.com. Man, we was yelling so much yesterday over the weekend. Oh my God. All right. So please keep me anonymous. I will. I'm a 39-year-old married woman with no children. Here's my question. I've been given an opportunity for my career that will require me to move out of my hometown, which I have been living all my life. I'm ready to move, start something new, and expand my business by moving outside of my comfort zone. I'm extremely nervous, fear of the unknown, and I don't know why I feel bad for wanting to leave my parents and family. But I feel like this move will be great for my career. My family thinks I should stay here since I'm doing well, but I want to challenge myself and grow. My husband is very supportive and ready to transfer his job and start fresh as he feels stagnant in our hometown. Any advice? Girl, you 39 years old. I'm thinking you about to say I'm 22 and scared to leave mama and daddy. What the hell? See, that's why people, it's imperative. Like when my daughter graduates, she not staying here. She has to take a year off and she's going to go and travel abroad because I don't want her ever coming to a place in life where she feels like she is scared to make a very important decision that could be better for everybody. Now, it's kind of like, even though you still live in the same town as your family, you still ultimately live with your mom and daddy, even though you're married. Go. What do you have to lose? Obviously, you're 39 years old. You've acquired skills. And if you can survive in California, shit, you can survive anywhere. That shit's so expensive out there. $10 for a loaf of bread. I stopped eating bread. Listen, milk, $14. I don't need no milk anyway. I'm strong already. Forget it. Water is just fine. If you can survive in California, baby, these other cities is going to be a piece of cake. I know so many people don't left California, came out to the South. Now, don't come to Miami because that's like leaving. It's the same thing. But anywhere else you decide to go, baby, you are going to be all right. And so will your mama them. They will be fine. And you can travel and go back and see him. And if your husband is telling you he ready to go, y'all need to leave. So God is telling you, get your ass up. Let's go. Let's go. Not everybody can afford to travel abroad. Yes, you can. YouTube streets, you know what? Yes, you can. A lot of people think you need all this money to travel abroad. It's actually a lot cheaper to live overseas than it is over here. You can go get the same type of job speaking English that you do over here, over there. You can fly to Europe right now from New York for $250, sometimes $150. When you're inside of Europe, traveling by flight is a lot cheaper than traveling by train. I could get a flight from Paris to Barcelona for $80. I could get me a job in Barcelona as an English speaker at the airport and still live. I know Black women right now that go and travel abroad by themselves, whether married or not, and they set up shop where they at. They find English speaking jobs, which are in demand. They make their money there, experience it there, and move on. It is not always that expensive. It's not. I could hold on for a second. Let me just type in real quick. Let's just say I want to go to Paris right now. New York City flights to Paris. Hold on. New York is the hub. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. So if I wanted to go March 24th to April 2nd, a round trip from New York to Paris is $395. Now let's say I'm gonna do hold on. Let me get to one way. You want to go over there, you want to find a job. Do that too. Hold on for a second. One-way flights. Hold on. It's half of that. Hold on. Y'all got to stop this. This is ridiculous. Everybody ain't got it to fly overseas. Yes, you do. Okay. New York to Paris right now, leaving Sunday, March 24th, is $162. Africa is not dangerous to travel to right now. Stop, Pam. Stop. They got flights leaving every day. Come on now. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole podcast conversation. I ain't gonna get into that. But y'all keep staying here because I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason America don't really teach us and require us to speak a lot of languages is because they're trying to keep their workforce. If they teach you how to speak Spanish fluently from the time that you're a child, grade school age where you get it, because only wealthy parents do that to their kids. They'll put them in schools where they learn to speak Spanish the time they enter. But taking Spanish in high school is a lot different than taking Spanish in primary school, okay? And you're fluent by the time you get older. And you can not only you have choices to work in the US, but you can work overseas. But they strategically dumb down the education so that you will be forced to stay here. And when they tell you it ain't safe to travel to Jamaica, and I got people in Jamaica right now saying, I don't know what they're talking about. We good. The weather's still good. The beaches is nice. They're losing people to expats. But y'all keep saying it's expensive. Go ahead. Stay home. I'm just saying. They ain't gonna tell me nothing. Now, if I see somebody overseas and somebody's hung or being, held hostage, okay. But that can happen anywhere. That can happen here. You can get an Uber right now and won't make it out. They see a whole damn continent, but the whole Africa is dangerous. Come on now. Stop. You can get working permits there. Sometimes you don't even need it, especially if you're going to Black countries. No. Back to the show. That's right. All right, so we got another question. Remember, guys, the link is open. Everybody that came in, maybe we do got a bug in it. Maybe he did hack the system. He probably did hack the system. It's like everybody that come in, they getting dropped out. Okay, let me read two more questions because it's almost an hour anyway. Okay, cool. So let me see. All right. Hold on. I'm not a hairstylist, but okay, help with hair. Hi, Tasha. My name is Cece, and right now I have natural hair. A tangled 3C 4A combo. Where'd they get this from? Tapered cut. Please advise. I don't like wearing wigs and braids. I'm considering doing a relaxer for manageability. Yet I really don't want to do a relaxer because of the maintenance. I am desperate for a new look and ease with styling. Any suggestions? Is it keratin treatments? What do they call it? It's keratin? Is it keratin? I got to call Keisha. It's keratin treatment. You don't have to get a relaxer. You can get a keratin treatment. It'll last about 6, 8 months. Okay, you just straighten your hair out. It lasts long. You good. So I'm not a hairstylist anymore. All right. So let me see. Going through these. All right. So happy hour, anonymous, please. After this, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it on up, and we'll get that other. You said that's a lie. It's dangerous as heck in Jamaica. Lady J, it's dangerous as hell too in the U.S. Didn't the man just say he got beat up and tased by his own cousin? You got kids in the middle of shootouts right now in small towns. Stop. Okay. All right. Hi, Tasha. I'm an accountant. My daughter is 18 months and her dad lives in Florida. I live in Atlanta. He's a hotel manager. He barely helps monetarily with our daughter, but he sees her and loves her. Should I take him down for child support? Yes. Yes. Okay. My dilemma is that I have a younger brother who is 9 years old, 9 years younger than me, and he is 30. Hold on. And he is on child support, and I see firsthand behind the scenes how hard it has been in life because of child support. Hope is that enough information for some advice. Also, my daughter's father is 6 years younger than me. Do you think he don't help me with money because he thinks I can do it? Because of how much money I make. Thanks. P.S. I've been subscribed since 2019. Shout out to you. P.S.S. Thanks for the info about the kids too. My daughter no longer watches Coco Melon. I took her off of that and she talks now. Okay. That virtual autism is real. This is what I do. I read for us. I really do. I really be heavy in the science and tech and what's going on with these children and stuff. I see y'all coming for Beyonce kids and everything like that. I see you. I see you. Anyway. All right. So I don't see the problem with it. If he doesn't want to financially support his child and he doesn't want to, I mean, you can either use your brother as an example for him. And if he doesn't want to comply, then you get the white folks involved. Being a great father is helping to provide for the child. I don't give a damn if it's $100 a month. You got to give something. Love is not enough these days. Not at all. She said, what's wrong with Coco Melon? Their lips don't move. And so kids can't see the enunciation of talking. And so if you have a delayed speaker that's watching these cartoons and they can't see real people talking because the cartoons are like this. Hey, I'm Coco Melon. Oh, who are you? My name is you. They may repeat, but they don't understand that this is a two-way conversation. So your kids need to be watching Miss Rachel. Mm-hmm. And your doctor won't be saying they got a speech delay. They a little autistic. There's a real thing called virtual autism when children watch too much computer time and not enough interaction time because kids aren't going outside all the time. So while y'all may laugh and call me a bad mama and everything, my child is speaking 3 languages. He's outside playing. He know how to start fires and put them out too. He knows the address to the house. We can get in the car. Where we going? Grandma's house. What's the address? What's the phone number? These are things that we knew as kids because we was all outside playing. But now our kids don't know shit. And it's because AI is teaching them, but they only learning so much because AI is really doing the mind work and the groundwork. So, I'm just saying. You said YouTube be the babysitter. Man, I was on Coco Melon channel one time. It literally had 4 million people, 4 million babies watching, and I never seen so many babies typing XYZI2 number asterisk. I said, see, this is too much. So I had to remove my child from this simulated matrix we live in. And I'm like, oh my God, not only do you talk, he's telling me, Mom, I speak Bambara and I speak French. Why don't you speak to me in those? I said, because you will speak English too. That's why. And besides, my brain is fried. I ain't got time to be learning no language with no book. Bambara ain't got no book. Anyway. Oh, you look at y'all want me to do the educational conscious talking. Cause y'all be saying, "Oh, she always dragging down the black community." I'm like, am I? Am I? Because I mean, if you listen to my commentary, I just have standards. We just roast people. Someone, okay, you're making me jealous. Jealous for what? Jealous for what? Let me see. Y'all put y'all questions in the comment section as well too. So yeah, this is a real thing. You guys can Google virtual autism. If you have a baby and you knew your baby was responding to you in the beginning, but then when you introduce these cartoons that are not what do you call it? FCC approved, like they don't have actual teachers and scholars behind developing these cartoons. Anybody nowadays can develop a cartoon and it's teaching your child. All the colors are just there to teach, but they really not learning nothing. And they can repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they keep repeating it and saying the same colors, but they can't have a back and forth conversation with you. That's not what children should be watching you. Hi, my name is Mommy. What's your name? You're teaching them. My name Lemmy, Mommy. What's your name? Mommy. Yeah. So I'm an educator at heart. I really am. I really am. My kids know, my daughter know I don't play by school. I do not play. I had the most worst education ever. But then when I learned how to teach the classes, I was in college. They finally let me in college because I got in on a softball scholarship. I ain't know how to do nothing else. But when the teacher saw, oh, she actually reads, I do. I can teach this course better than you. All right. So, no to Gracie Corner. No, your kids need to be watching real people. Barney, they had real people in there. Sesame Street, they had characters and real people. Your kids need to see real life and pretend play at the same time. And they need to see other kids that look like them talking and engaging with them. And then they need to be in environments where they're able to engage with kids and not all of a sudden, oh, they're going to school. What 2-year-old goes to school? Nobody. Queen, how you doing, baby?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, where you calling from?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Shout out to the ATL. You coming to the Atlanta show on March 10th for my birthday? Them tickets is $20 now.
I'm gonna have to get them. I'm gonna have to get them because I love you, Tasha. You keep it real and
I love
all the
it. I
time. I
love
love
it.
it.
Go to TashaKOnStage.com and get them, okay?
I will. I will.
All right. So what's your question?
My question is, I'm trying to figure out if I'm wrong or not. I've been dating this dude. I'm not gonna say his name, off and on since 2009.
You got to speak
Um,
up, baby. You got to speak up.
I've been dating this dude off and on. I'm trying to figure out if I'm wrong or not for what I did. I've been dating this dude off and on since 2009. And while we was dating, not only did was he dating someone else, I found out about that and we broke up. Then we got back together. And then he ended up having a child on me. So we broke up again. And then recently, like,
Are you married?
no, ma'am.
So he didn't have a child on you. See,
Okay.
y'all. I'm about to open you up. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay. So, like, I'm not gonna say recently, like in December we reconnected again and whatnot. So we talked. We was like, you know what, we're gonna do this thing for real. We're gonna do it for real. Like, we're getting up in age. I'm in my 30s, and I'm just like, I'm not with the back and forth. Like, if you're with me, I knew he had a new child, a 1 year old, so I was okay with that. I have a 2 year old, so he was
So
like,
you had a baby too.
I do. I have a 2 year old.
That's not his.
No, it's not.
Okay. Go ahead.
But he was okay with it, and I was okay with his 1 year old. So we're like thinking about moving in together. So sometimes he'll be at my house, sometimes I'll be at his. So he came over a couple of days ago, and somebody kept calling him. He told me that was his baby mother. So I was like, okay. And then she kept sending him pictures. So I was like, dang, who is this in the picture? Like, it was a new child, newborn. He was like, oh, that's her niece. So I'm like, why the fuck she keeps sending? Oh, excuse my language.
You can go ahead.
Like,
Get it
why
out.
the fuck she keeps sending pictures of your son and the niece? Like, what the hell is that? So he was like, I don't know, and da da da. So I'm like, you know what? because it was bothering me. It was on me. I couldn't even sleep that night. So I did, like, when she texted, I did read the text, and I'm reading like their whole thread. And she's like telling him like he's not allowed to be at his brother's house, or they're gonna break up and stuff like that. So I'm like, hold on. When I asked you, you said you're not in a relationship with this girl. So I called her on FaceTime, and she was like, hello. I'm like, I just want to know, you and T, y'all together? And she was like, yeah, we're in a relationship. I said, how y'all in a relationship when we're in a relationship? And she was like, oh, this got to be a joke. I said, nah, nah, boo boo. This ain't no Xbox. This ain't no PS2. This real life. I just want to know because he over here right now. You know what this girl did?
What
This
she do?
girl, she called his mother, called his sister, called his family, just called everybody. Like, just called everybody about the situation. And now it's like his mom is like mad at me and stuff like that. She was telling me I'm wrong. But I'm trying to figure out, Tasha, am I wrong for asking a question so I can know, like, hey, I'm done with this nigga? Like, I ain't finna fuck with you no more because you still lying. Like, am I wrong for wanting to find out the truth? Am I wrong for trying to spin the block and think we can work it out and then trying to find out the truth and then I find out
How old are you?
32?
You sound 22.
Oh my goodness, Tasha.
You do. You do. I don't refer to somebody that I love as my da da da, or I've never in my life, and
Mhm.
I put this on everything. I've never ever called another woman about my man.
I don't know. I
You
just,
calling a woman about a man that's not even yours. He's not your man. He's not your property. You have a baby. He has babies. Now, y'all have been together since y'all were kids. And it seems like your relationship is very childish and childlike because y'all been together that long growing up together. So you were with him since what, 18?
yes.
Yeah, like so you guys don't even take each other serious at this point. It's just you've known each other for a long time. It's history. He must be the one. But anytime you decide to spin the block, listen to me, queen,
I'm
because
like,
you are a queen. I hope you know that. And queens don't ever have to come off their throne to address no woman about their man because their man would not put them through that. That's not your man. You're not married. You're talking about moving in together for what? What are you going to accomplish when you move in together?
I don't know. I
Each
don't know.
time you go backwards, each time you go backwards, listen to me, and I'm repeating myself for a reason. Each time you go backwards, you go back to what it used to be. So that's why you sound young when I'm talking to you, because I'm like, how old are you? You're 32? My nigga, you fucking my man. This ain't no PS2. That's 22, 21-year-old behavior. You're too old and you're a mother to be chasing down who? He's community dick at this point. And not only that, you're really blocking because you don't seem like I'm looking at your picture. So I know you're not ugly. It's just your mind right now is very childlike. And that's the reason why you putting up with that shit is because you think that's what real relationships are. Well, we've been together since high school. It's gonna be maybe this we're gonna work it out. We're gonna get married, and I get to say that I've been with this person 14 years. No, ma'am. No, no, that's not how love works. That's not how life works. If you find your childhood sweetheart, please, great. That is amazing. But obviously, this man was supposed to be in your life for one reason, and you have decided to not allow that season to be over because you're still in that 18, 19, 20, 20, 21-year-old mind frame, and you're a 32-year-old woman 8 years from being 40. You
And
must got a lot of time. Your body must look like it's 21 or 22 right now.
I mean, I still look good, but
Okay. So if you still look good, why you keep going backwards?
I just honestly, it's like the starting over process with people. I think on my patience. Tasha, I know. You just it's just wishful thinking. Like it's like you
Yeah,
love
you're a
somebody and
hopeless
then
romantic. You're thinking because y'all have history that one day this man will respect me and give me the respect that I deserve. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
you
He's not
right.
even a man yet. And y'all won't even allow each other to become a man because he's still very much a young man and you're still very much a young lady. You're very childish, both of y'all, because I'm telling you, I know it's hard for a lot of people to believe this, but I have never in my life ever had to dial anybody's number. I wouldn't care if he was foreigner or not. That's cute for me. I don't need to ask you what you're doing because the only person that I need to worry about on what's doing or who's doing what is me. That was your cue right then. How many times does the universe have to show you who this nigga is and who you are with him?
You right. You right.
I would never. I'm telling you, listen, my husband, look, swear to God, he be out on this internet, out in the streets going wild right now. You will never catch me on the phone arguing with no bitch. Never. Never. I would never do that. I would get my shit and go.
You right. I messed up.
You're not on the same level as me, honey. And frankly, you can have him because if he wanted you, he would have left me for you, but he didn't. So you're better than that. You got your, it seems like, you got yourself together on the outside. Develop yourself more on the inside. Figure out what you need. And I had asked my husband this the other day. We were talking and I caught him off guard with this because, I was listening to a sermon that Shawnee O'Neal's husband gave, and they were talking to each other, and he was just like, and she was responding, and they said, I learned, like, I asked you, how do you receive love?
Mhm.
So when you're in a relationship actively with someone, you receive love a different type of way. So I asked my husband, I was like, hey, I ain't never asked you this before, but how do you receive love? And he had to think about it. He was just like, just respect me. That's it. Just continue to respect me like you do. Because men are not lovey-dovey type people. They're not. They don't require you to love them. They require you to respect them. And for women, we require love a different way, whatever way that is. I'm just saying, for majority of real men, just respect me. Baby girl, it's been time. That ship has been sailed. You are on baby number 2 now with this man.
Ugh.
And where your baby daddy at?
Um, he's he's up the road. He's
So
doing
he in
good.
jail.
Yeah, he doing a bit.
What part of Atlanta you stay in?
Stone Mountain. So that's
Mm.
like the outskirts, not really in the
I
city.
know it's the outskirts, but it's still the hood. Listen, um, I'm a firm believer, and it's this simple. If I move my kids into a white neighborhood, they are going to ultimately think that they are white. They're going to think like white people. They're going to have white traditions. This is how they're going to think. I'm a firm believer, whatever area you stay in or whatever city you stay in, you are going to become a product of what that city has to offer by default. So, as a young woman who's beautiful, and I say this to any woman, if you want to up the type of men that you attract, you have to uproot yourself and move to where these type of caliber of men that you want are at.
You right. You right. It's trash out here. The dating pool is trash out here, though.
So research the cities. If I was you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was at the casino last night, And I'm watching, the how young people are moving, right? It's so funny because I just kind of watch how society just moves. And every single girl in there is butt ass naked, thongs on. I'm just like, wow, nothing to the imagination. And I'm with a group of men that are saying it like, I don't even get it's like open, seeing women in their beauty and they're covered. Not that it's oppressive to women, but it's kind of like kids getting presents. I wonder what's in the box.
Yeah.
And it happens to us, right? So just as an example, there were groups of men, and then they had the men that had on all the jewelry, and they had the dreads and shit. They look good. I ain't gonna lie, like wow, me. If I was back in my day, I would hit that, but never want to settle down with that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
you are just strictly for this. You come at 10, your ass better be out of my bed by 1. You understand what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
done here. But there was a group of men that weren't getting any women. And when I tell you the suits that they had on, these were Middle Eastern men. Obviously they own some type of companies. I could just tell by the type of shoes that they had, the watches and things like that. They pulled up in Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff. No women were around them. And I'm like, why is a woman like y'all over here chasing LJ? And you got Muhammad over here that's
Okay.
got some real bread. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
they're not the most attractive guys, but they're intelligent.
Yeah.
And
Probably.
all they want is an intelligent woman that they can spoil. That's it. And I'm like, why are these young girls wasting time over here? And I'm like, I would be following dude in the all white suit right there, the custom. It ain't got LV written on it, but you can tell it's an LV white suit. I mean, I'm like, damn, look at the show. Like, that's the type of that's where I would be going.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it was just interesting to see. And no, they weren't the most attractive, but I'm like, but I bet you they can make sure a mortgage is paid. They can buy a house. They can buy a car. I can teach them to screw me the way I need to be screwed. That's just how I look at it. I don't want a man that know how to screw because he's screwing everybody. I'm just saying.
You ain't
So
lying.
listen, baby girl, it's time. Please don't call up. No, just promise me you will never ever give another woman the satisfaction to laugh in your face
I,
about a man that y'all both sharing.
oh Lord. I'm done with him though. I just. I mean, I'm done. Like after what you said, like you right. Like I kind of. I mean, I kind of feel like now she won. You feel me? Like you said, I gave her the satisfaction of knowing that I was, that he was even with somebody else.
She got you. She
Yeah.
got you. Okay. So listen, and take some time for yourself. Elevate what it is that you want. The type of husband. How do you receive love? Get in an active father in your baby's life. Somebody that's gonna be stable.
Yeah.
Everybody can have their Russell Wilson. Everybody can. But you got to be willing to say, you know what? He may not be fine as hell when I meet him. But when I get with him and mold him into what I want him to be, he gonna be fine. But he gotta already have a vision. He gotta already have things going for himself. Y'all gotta be able to grow together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody trying to share the same man, making the same salary. 6 figures can't, and they got 10 women they rotate, and that's not a lot of money. 50% of that goes to the IRS. And everybody want a man that makes 6 figures though.
You right.
I was like, I really do need to start one of these relationship podcasts. I'm like, so you want 6 figures and 50%? So y'all living on $50,000. That's not including the mortgage and everything. And you want to stay home and still have to get food stamps. Girl, bye. Anyway, listen. Thank you so much for calling in, and I wish you the best, okay? But don't ever do that no more. Don't ever call no other woman about a man.
All right, I won't. And can I
Okay?
say one last thing?
Yes.
Anybody out there who's selling food stamps, y'all hit me up. Y'all.
Your ass gonna stay in Stone Mountain. Bye, Queen.
Bye, Sasha.
Bye. She talking about anybody selling food stamps. Lord Jesus. Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay. Hold on. All right. So somebody said drop the stream link. We got time. We got like 10 minutes for one more. Okay. All right. So let me read 2 more questions. Well, let me do one more. because these are long. Okay. All right. So, need advice. I've been married for 20 years, for almost 10 years. My husband hasn't been intimate with me. He says he can't medically, but he won't go to the doctor. And he's 14 years older than me. So, I'm trying to do the math here. 20 years, 10 years with my husband. Oh, 10 years with my husband. Okay. Also, he doesn't work. So I feel like he isn't providing me anything in any way. I have threatened to leave or whatever I do. He acts like he is having chest problems. I feel bad for wanting to leave after all these years and children, but I need more. Am I mean to want to leave? Vows in sickness and in health? He's sick, right? All I know is that you better not leave without an insurance policy on you. Because you're going to be mad if somebody else come in and put one on them and take the 20 years that you work for away. Okay. Um, this is difficult. So he's checked out of the marriage. If the shoe was on the other foot and you checked out, you weren't having, sex, or you weren't working or contributing, what you think he would do if he were? It sounds like you've been carrying the whole marriage. Baby, you've been married to yourself. Listen, because if you having to screw yourself and eat by yourself and work by yourself, you already gone. Yeah. No, she don't need to cheat. Shit, the marriage is over. He gone. Come on up here, Sugi. Whoa, 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 whoa. Say hi. Make sure you ain't got no crazy pictures. You good? You ain't trolling? All right, Sugi. Where you calling
Hey, what's
from?
up? What's up, Tasha? I'm
How
calling
you
from
doing? Where you
Iowa,
calling from?
the humble state, Iowa, in the Midwest.
Okay, shout out to the Midwest. What's close to the Midwest where we going on tour? Indianapolis? No? Mm-mm.
It didn't look like you were coming up here. I had just come up here when you went to Miami and what was it,
Yes.
Flamingo Theater, something like that. I just missed you by like a week. I was living in Miami. Came
Okay,
up here for
okay.
school.
Well, we're gonna get you. We're gonna catch you.
Heck
So,
yeah.
what's your question?
So I am on a journey to get nominated for a Grammy this year. Just something I decided that I wanted to do. I'm an accomplished artist and
Okay,
studio.
that's a
So
big deal.
thanks.
Okay.
So I'm curious on content creation. So I want to do something that is here for the long run. And I know
Mm,
you're not here to teach me how to make a YouTube channel, right?
right, right.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So I want to do something that is gonna last a long time, right? So when I think of like getting to the place, sorry, I'm so nervous. When I think of getting to the place of
Don't be
getting a
nervous.
Grammy,
Okay.
I know like it's about who you know, shaking hands and, getting into those doors and stuff. How do you stay loyal to how you were raised? How do you not change to get into rooms? How do you not conform to things that you know you're not meant to be in the, like, how do I not waver from what I know is right, really? Because I'm starting to be
I'm
tempted by a
confused. Are
lot
you
of
being
things.
asked to compromise who you are to get into these rooms or something? What's going on?
Yes. And my question is, I'm like, well, maybe I don't know exactly who I am. I'm 23 years old, so.
What do you mean they're asking you to compromise yourself? Who asking you to what rooms?
Okay, Tasha. So I'm meeting people and they're telling me things that I need to do to pretty much just kind of sleep your way to the top in a way. And I used
Who
to
they
kind of
told you to sleep with?
just rich people. And I know these rich people. And I actually have talent and I've sold my art. So I know I don't have to lean on that. You know what I mean? The people that are suggesting that to me, they're not on that type of talent type of time that I'm on. Like I really sell my work, period.
What
They
do you
don't.
want to do is the question. Let's start from the beginning. I'm not worried about what they're asking you to do.
Mhm.
What do you want to do? What is the goal?
The goal is to really put my name out there. Same way people know you now and they're going to know you for the next 25 years. And what you stand for is going to stand the test of time, right? I'm trying to meet people and learn as I go on how to make it out here without like I just want to take the good and leave the bad. I just don't
What
know.
is your okay? What is your talent?
So I do studio art. So I draw people for a living. And while I'm in those rooms, there's a lot of opportunity to grow, to level up things. I want to be a pop star. I have dreams, right? And I'm just trying to see like what makes somebody worthy of listening to. Is it status or is it what they stand for? Because my dad, I come from a poor family, greatest people ever.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm making money, I feel like I'm getting further away from the goodness that I was taught. You're successful and you always go back to how you were taught, and you're not wavering. You're not trying to be Hollywood. You're not trying to fit into these molds that we think we're supposed to act. That's what makes you different. And I just wonder like what influenced you to stay true to who you were, cuz that's really important to you and it's important to me too.
Okay, so that's a good question. Um, you hitting reefer right
Yeah.
now? Okay. Um, and you say you're 23?
Yeah, I got my wine too. I got my wine.
Okay. All right, you're a little young to be doing all that. But listen, okay. First of all, let's just take Hollywood. It doesn't even have to be Hollywood. It can be anything. If there's something that you want bad enough, you will obtain it. Now, to what degree and what path you want to take to get it, that's totally up to you. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do to get to where you want to be. Now, there are societies, okay? This is just the way the hierarchy has been done. If you want to be in this room with us, these are some of our requirements. It's like being in a club. I
Mhm.
never ever in my life ever conformed to clubs or sororities or just tight knit groups because I just wasn't that person. It's not my character to follow. It's my character to lead. But when you lead, when you're a true leader, I've served the people. So I'm not really leading because I'm leading because I want to be famous. And I think when people and I'm still like this. I never talk about being famous. This was never I never said ever I'm going to be famous one day.
Mhm.
That's where people can easily get in and say, "Okay, you want to be famous? You want to be in these rooms with people? You know what they do to get here?" And they sexually exploit you for their own pleasure because you're naive. You're chasing something that's unattainable. Because here we got stars like Monique that have Oscars, but what do they have to show for it?
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? What is your true impact? And so you have to figure out first what it is that you want. Fame may
I
not be in the cards for you.
Tasha, not to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt you a little bit. I
Go ahead.
specifically with Monique, I actually struggle with that example because Monique is standing for something. At the end of the day, and I see your commentary, and I disagree. I
For
disagree with what you.
herself.
I
Monique is everybody has a story. She has a legacy she's trying to protect. It has nothing to do with any of us because at the end of the day, the powers to be that are the executive of those companies get to do whatever it is that they want to do as long as they have people like you that are willing to sacrifice certain parts of themselves to get it. So while Monique is out here hooping and hollering, yes, us as the people are joining her, but there are thousands and millions of people that are still working for these same studios, as well as Tyler Perry and Oprah. And we
who don't have
cannot
those projects.
deny the impact that
Hmm.
Tyler Perry and Oprah has had on the Black community, despite their flaws.
Well, what
So
I'm trying to
that's
say
a
is like,
whole different conversation.
but I see her trying to stand for something, and I see people really reacting in a bad way, and it just kind of makes me think like, well, people who aren't standing for something get all of this praise, and I don't know. I just struggle with it because I'm like, I don't know who I am, and I don't want to be a broke man my whole life, right?
I
Like,
get it, but here's the thing. But not everybody's path is Monique's path because there are thousands of other people and millions of other people that are working in the industry now that are willing to sacrifice and make it better as they go and demand better pay. Like I say all the time, Hollywood is not the end all be all. They got Nollywood, Bollywood. They
Hmm.
got, you know, you can do movies in Europe. There's so many places you can go outside of the US to truly act. But so many
Hmm.
people are fighting for one spot. They have one leading role and one supporting role. Two people, and there are thousands of people going for this. Nothing's new is under the sun. So when you have someone young as you are, you have to understand, what is it that you want first? Like, you want a
What?
Grammy, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is your actual talent? Like, you have to understand what your talent is.
I'm trying to figure out when you made it to where you are, right? Your goal was to learn where everything you've learned to this point, lighting, studio, all of that stuff, learning how to talk to people and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. When you met the people who got you, who helped you on the way up, was it, of course you want to befriend these people, but if you weren't friends with them, did it stop your learning ability? Did it stop, because I don't necessarily want to be a kiss ass. I'm a particular type of person, maybe,
No,
like that's kind of what I'm asking you. Like you didn't
because
have to
I
kiss your
operate
ass.
out of the mind frame. If you can do it, so can I. We watched a black man who's got his own flaws and issues that we've reported on, and I'm sure we're going to continue reporting on the same way we do everybody that's in the limelight. I'm talking about Tyler Perry. We watched him go from sleeping in his car to now owning one of the biggest studios in Atlanta. He decided if they weren't going to give him a seat, he created his own seat.
Hmm.
So there are some people that don't want to create their own seat. They just want to go in and sit at the table with other people. But if you're going to do that, they have rules to sitting in those chairs and entering their house. I operate out of the energy of, I'm going to go build my own studio, which I'm in the process of doing. Building my own studio.
It's been really cool to watch it over online. It's been
Thank
really
you. We
inspirational.
have a long way to
So
go. Do you
it's
understand what I'm
so
saying?
dope, man.
And so that's what I'm saying. It ultimately, I never got in this to say, oh, I want to be famous or I want an Emmy. You know, I saw the Wendy Williams documentary, and she kept saying when she was a little girl, I just want to be famous. I just want to be famous.
Yeah.
And people forget, it's like, okay, so you're famous, and then what?
Right. There's no
We are
money.
all here, whether we want to admit it or realize it or not, to serve one another. And if you are not serving people through what you do, that is
Hmm.
nobody is here. You are here to teach, to leave legacies and things like that. And nobody, and for everybody that's saying, oh, Tasha, what is my beef or pressure with Monique? My pressure with Monique is Monique has enough fame and enough access and enough resources to be able to start over and build it her way on her terms.
I felt that. I felt that. But her stand-up comedy special was funny. I have to stand on that. I laughed. And you know what? I listened to what you
I'm
had to
just
say.
going by what
That
the
was funny.
reviews say, and
Okay.
it's a 1 star. And what I personally watch, I've seen Monique. I think Monique is a better actress than she is comedian. I think
Okay.
she's a better talk show host than she is comedian. And I think for her being a very strong and aggressive black woman, I think Monique being in a CEO position or
Hmm.
in a position to create an entertainment company or studio that provides fair pay and negotiates better deals for people,
Hmm.
I think that the check would be longer for her if she
Amen. Because
opens up the door and brings others in and negotiates pay on their behalf based off of the mistakes she's made, and to produce her own movies out of a studio instead of begging Tyler Perry for a piece of his.
with her husband crying right beside her, that was wild
Exactly.
yesterday. That was
So,
wild. I don't want to take up too much of your time. This
exactly.
was great. Thank you so much.
Anytime. You on that reefer, so your thoughts is all over the place, but it's all good. Yeah. So I love
Adios.
you too. All right, baby. So listen, let me see the chat real quick before we're done. All right. All right. Yes. So, and I do realize a lot of people get angry. Oh, you're a black woman tearing down another black woman. I'm not. I'm not. Do you know that I personally reached out to Monique to say, hey, I saw how the YouTube channel was looking. I saw how the production company was looking. Once her husband got involved in the conversations, I was like, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. This is a woman that told me to make sure that when I see another sister to help her, we were going to come in on our dime and give her a whole studio so that you would see her in 4K just like this. Her husband said no because he didn't like what I said about him. Oh, well. But Tyler Perry and them ain't offering you no studio. Matter of fact, you ain't even offering nobody no studio. It's expensive out here. And so that was my way of trying to return the favor to her. And this is no shade, but I'm saying, but that was 5 years ago. And it was another 5 years before that when she told me that. So now you're working as an employee on somebody else's tour. Monique could have been creating tours around here. No shade to Tiffany Haddish. Is her comedy the best comedy? It's not. Is she funny to a lot of people? She is. But Tiffany Haddish is putting a lot of people on her comedy tours. So give her take 10 years from now, if she put the liquor down and shit and stop driving and Uber and Uber instead, Tiffany is going to be selling out the same way that Cat Williams is. But it may be to a different demographic. Tiffany's demographic is white. They love to see black women, beautiful black women, because Tiffany is very beautiful, act the fool, act real ghetto and ratchet. They love that. But Tiffany is in the comedy clubs every night, bringing other comedians on stage and creating revenue streams. Monique had many years to do this, and to say she didn't have money to start, neither did I. Neither did I. I hear people say, well, they blackballed her. I'm blackballed. Never asked for the ball. Come on. There's always an excuse. And so once Cat's tour is over and he says that your comedy is not funny, yes, she got a standing ovation coming on the stage, but I didn't see what happened when she got off the stage. All I'm saying is Monique could have spent all these years out here cooking, creating an entertainment company, bringing other people on, learning the business, creating her own production house and filming movies, using her celebrity power, what was left of it, to help open up doors. Lawsuits cost money to file, and you don't always win. You got companies out here like Netflix that can drag it out till you die. Come on, guys. Everybody started from nothing. Everybody. And yes, Tiffany can act too. So, people can feel how they want to feel. That's my opinion. And I can speak on that because I've watched Monique come up. And I also know a lot of black bags that she bought for other people that was trying to come up. So to see the same thing happen to her, it's like, come on. It was only a matter of time. But Tyler Perry shouldn't owe you nothing. He don't owe you a damn thing. Lee Daniels owe you money, not Tyler Perry. Oprah don't owe you nothing. She don't owe you nothing. She wanted to interview your brother. That was her prerogative to do that. But guess what? That was your prerogative to cuss her out too for doing it. It ain't the first Melissa and her family she done interviewed. And it won't be the last. And what makes you special? Stop. Who cares? So listen. I love you guys. We're going to head over to TashaKLive.com right now. Y'all can see that trash ass smiley interview from Zeus. Okay? And we will see y'all Wednesday with some exclusive celebrity gossip. And do not forget, guys, our tour tickets are on sale starting at $20. We will be in Naples, Florida first. We will also be in Atlanta and Baltimore. After that, I believe it's Virginia Beach and a few other cities. Please go to TashaKOnStage.com, TashaKOnStage.com to get your tickets before they sell out. And also, we're holding a talent contest at each show. Email me if you want to be a part of the talent contest. It is a cash prize. It is your chance to put on your talent in front of the winos and let the winos judge you, okay? And if they say you good, you good. If they say you ain't, come back and try again, okay? Please email me unwindwithtashak@gmail.com. I enjoyed y'all. I love these little intimate shows. Y'all get to see me. I get to see y'all. And on Wednesday, we'll be back to roasting and dragging, okay? And cooking. I love y'all. And with that being said, now I gotta go. See y'all on TashaKLive.com right now. Bye.